Welcome back to Whiplash TV, y'all. Thanks for coming back and checking out another video here on the channel. Today we're back on the 2001 Chevy Silverado project truck, and for those who haven't been following along yet, just to summarize, this is a low mileage, only 118,000 mile pickup truck, V8 single cab short bed that I'm fixing up, and little by little taking it from a truck that needed a bit of work just to kind of clean it up and do a few things to it, is running in great mechanical order but just needed just kind of a facelift and just a few things done to it. So today we're going to work on the front end. I've got a dent on the front end to take care of, and then also on the back end we're going to do an upgrade. We're going to ditch the rear bumper and also put on a roll pan. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. But first, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. As of the time of shooting this video right now, I'm only 5 subscribers short of making 3,000. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been subscribing, who's watching the videos, who's watching all the YouTube shorts I've been posting. Don't forget to go check those out and show those some love. And also thank you to everybody who has been subscribing and ringing that notifications bell. I do want to say that there is still a lot of room for growth on the channel, because as of right now there's still over 95% of y'all that have not yet subscribed. So please double check down below, see if you're subscribed or not, and if you would consider subscribing to the channel. Please, on this video, just take a second to hit that thumbs up as well. Y'all drop me a comment down below at some point of the video. Let me know what y'all think, and let me know if you're following the build on this pickup truck. I'd love to hear from you. I'm working right now on getting some merch for the channel, so if y'all would like some Whiplash TV YouTube shirts or even hats, also even like Whiplash Motorsports hats and shirts, I'm gonna start trying to carry more and more merch so that y'all can buy those if y'all want to help support. So let me know down below what y'all might be interested in buying and picking up. If it's a decal, a shirt, or a keychain, or whatever it might be, let me know what ideas you have for merch that you would buy, and if you're interested in getting some, just let me know down below. Alright, let's get to work on the front end of this truck. The first thing to do to remove the front end is to take off this plastic piece and then remove the grill so we can get to the upper bolts that hold on the bumper. So the front bumper is off, along with the upper and lower plastics right here. This had a real nasty dent over here on the driver's side. The lower plastic has seen better days, and then the upper plastic looks like it got hit in right here because it's kind of back behind the bumper compared to this one, and it's not too expensive, so I bought all brand new. Your front bumper is only held on by 6 15mm bolts. You've got one on both outsides here and here. And then you have a 15mm holding on right here to the frame and right here on both sides. Here and down here. So next I'm going to get the brand new bumper. I'm going to get my fasteners that I need to reuse off the old bumper. And then I'll work on getting the new bumper and upper and lower plastics all put on as one. Just like how I took off the old one. Alright y'all, on your bumper that you take off, you will have to remove the upper plastic to get to this bolt here for this bracket. And then the lower plastic will have to come off so that you can get off these brackets on the outside, which are bolted to the outer brackets on the truck over here. The bottom plastic is held in by a bunch of these push pins right here that I've been taking apart. Unfortunately, the lower plastic did not have push pins the whole way across. They used some real big zip ties over here on this side to keep it up onto the bumper. So I'm going to use the push pins where I can to hold the new one on. I don't have any new push pins this style, so I will probably resort to some zip ties in a few areas. So now I've got the bracket swapped over in the center and on both outsides. And I left the nut up top and the bolt on the bottom loose on that bracket so that it can kind of pivot back behind here where it goes onto that brace. So that's why I would recommend that y'all do. If you tighten them up without test fitting it right here, then it may be kind of cocked off and not flush to meet that bracket. So I put the bumper up here, cock the brackets just right to where they're going to sit kind of flush up against that bracket, tighten the nut down, tighten the bolt on the bottom down on both sides. The top black plastic piece just snaps on, so I'm thinking I can just install that after I get the 6 bolts in that hold the bumper, and once I get it square. And then the bottom piece should be able to go on quite easy as well. So I'm going to get these 6 bolts shot down and get this bumper in place and get it lined up. Alright y'all, the new bumper is installed. I've got it all lined up. I've got it up to where it's not going to sag with the body line. Tighten this bolt. Tighten that one. That one. That one. And then the ones at the back of the brackets. So your alignment for the bumper is going to come from all these slots in the top of the bumper mount here. There's slots here in the frame mount where that one goes. Also slots on this one and that one. And then up under here, this one right here is slotted vertically. And then these two are slotted horizontally. So you can use these to help move the bumper to the right or to the left. And then you can also use this and these a little bit to cock your bumper up or down, depending on how you need it to go. So now that the bumper's done being aligned and being installed, the next thing I'm going to do is put on our new lower plastic piece and start lining it up and putting in some of those clips in the strategic areas where I want to put them. And then, like I said, I'll just zip tie the other sections. Alright, let's get this plastic piece put on. Alright, so I have something that I want to show y'all and get your opinion on. This is the bumper cover that was on the truck. And look right here, it has these plastic inserts that are snapped in and make it look flush. Alright, so here's the new one, and I've taken the inserts out of the bumper cover. So with the plastic piece out, it leaves 3 openings that almost makes it look like, you know, 3 vents on each side. I'm going to elect to keep those black blanks out to leave this look, because I think when it's color matched, it's going to look pretty cool and add some contrast. But y'all let me know in the comments what you think. Would you run it like this, or would you put in the black plastic inserts and keep it flush? Let me know. So here's the look at that new front bumper on the truck. Just do a little walk around and check it out. It's nice not to have a dent anymore on that front driver's side. I think it turned out real good. The bumper's sitting nice and level, not sagging at all. Of course, it's going to be getting color matched, so it's not going to stay black and gray like this. I do like the way that it has those openings right there in that bumper cover. I like the way that looks. This lower gray plastic came with both of these openings already opened up. Normally on your 4x4 you would have your tow hook here, and then over here you'd have your fog light. I might add some fog lights later on. Alright, so let's move on to the back end. Now on this back end we gotta pull off this rear bumper, and once we get this rear bumper off, then I'm going to go ahead and put a roll pan on it. So let's take a look up underneath. I'll just quickly show y'all what I got to do to remove the back bumper. I've already removed the spare tire and the hanger that holds it. So all that's left is this bumper, and then we'll have room to go ahead and throw the roll pan in. Up underneath here, you have your bumper, and then you got your bracket. You're going to have to remove those two there. Also, the bracket off the bumper goes to this one here. And on the back side, your bumper bracket also goes to this one here. So you have a total of 4 on both sides, along with your electrical. All right, let's get it off. All right, so now that bumper's off, time to clean all this up. One other thing that I always forget about on these bumpers is that back here, you've got this bracket and you got that bracket. Well, this bracket needs to be a little bit loose to sneak by. So you gotta loosen up 2 bolts back here to get this loose, so that it'll sneak past the bottom metal beneath the tailgate right down here. Alright, time to clean all this up and prepare to mount the new roll pan. So here's the new roll pan. I got it from carparts.com. It's a Styline brand. Same brand that I ran on the Cat Eye. Whenever you get a new roll pan in, always be sure to check it for dents and dings. The first one that I ordered was off of Amazon, and it was the exact same roll pan, but it was dented and dinged up on the end. So I decided to just go ahead and order it from the same place where I did before the previous time. It also comes with the light for the license plate and some hardware for your license plate itself. I always use my own hardware. I'm going to start by lining this thing up underneath the tailgate and get ready to shoot the 5 screws across the top. For mounting up the roll pan, I like to use these self-piercing screws with a washer on it that has a rubber on the back side of it. Just helps to give a good nice grab onto it, and you don't have to pre-drill any holes. It's not uncommon for this little bit of sheet metal to be flared in a little bit, keeping the roll pan from going up and in. So if we just tap on it some, we can make some room. To help hold the roll pan, I like to use one of these chairs with a shock underneath it, because I can lift it up and kind of use it to help support the roll pan. All right, now let's see what we got. There we go. So to figure out if we have enough room or not, we'll have to open up the tailgate and see how much room we have in this gap. Right now we have tons of room. So we're going to come up a little bit. So let's see if it sets right there. Okay, we still have plenty of room, so we can go a tad higher. You want to not get too tall for your edge out here. You want to have enough room for your tailgate. That looks really good. So I'm going to line it up and shoot in a couple screws. Check that out. We now have a roll pan on the truck with a screw in each outer edge. And then as I did it, I opened the tailgate to just kind of check our gap. When you check your gap, the gap's going to get tightest right here in the very middle between the tailgate and the roll pan, because your tailgate kind of curves out a little bit. So that's where you'll want to check it. So now I just got to shoot down the other 3 screws, and then I like to put a fastener in the outer corner on both edges. That way I can hold it right up to the body line exactly where I want it. Now I've got all 5 screws in across the top. Man, I love the look of a roll pan. A roll pan just makes it look so clean. Plus, I love the weight savings that you get from it too, because we get to save the weight of that spare tire and of that bumper. Y'all, I am so happy with how this truck is coming along. In my opinion, it's made a huge improvement over when I bought it. So I hope that y'all enjoyed that little before and after. Please, before you get on out of here, show this video some love, hit that thumbs up, and also please don't forget to leave me some feedback on whether or not you're interested in some Whiplash TV or Whiplash Motorsports merch and what you might be interested in. All the feedback will let me know what I should be trying to get and carry and what y'all will purchase. I'm just a small privately owned business, and I'm also using a local privately owned business for the t-shirts and the hats and everything. They do an amazing job. I like to support small businesses because I'm a small business myself as well. So that's why all the support and the love that y'all give me and the channel means so much. And in return, I'm supporting other small businesses as well. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.